Today is Friday. Uyazi ukuthi why ngithi today is Friday? Ngikhumbuzana. Okay. Uzobuka nje mina nomthombeni ukuthi why ngisi today is Friday. But thank you very much to angibonge kakhulu to the provincial leadership firstly led by uPremier sengizwile ukuthi sihambile MEC abakhona, the two teams and officials from departments, the former teachers who are now coaches of the two teams. Now, about a month ago, we launched what is called school sport. And the emphasis was about grassroots sport. And the main theme of my speech was Mabena. Because I think the older players you have now, Mayelo, Nani, Mapakapaka, if we are to be a successful sporting nation and compete globally, including our national teams, we've got to have a very strong grassroots sport. And the school sport is that foundation. We used in the past have to sustain this school in PE, not Port Elizabeth, but physical education. For some reason, Mamumanto, and I was in terms of policy. So I keep it in. And one of the successes of some of the sporting codes like Rabi, besides issues of transformation, they've got a very strong school system. And there's nothing wrong to learn from some of the best federations. I can't talk about clubs who are here about football, but I'm talking about national teams. So that I'm not caught up between the two. But just to thank the two teams, because you are a national asset. I want to thank you because I look at sport not for me, from coaches it's about winning. I look at sport beyond that. About a few months ago, we hosted the inaugural CAF School Sport Championship. Here, it was the first time hosted in KwaZulu-Natal. Now, something happened there, I observed, and I said to President Patrice Motsepe, there was a country that is currently at war, which is other, but they played together on the field of play. I said, this is sport. Because what it means, young as they are, we're talking about 12, 13, 14-year-olds. When they got older and they take positions of responsibility, before they think about firing missiles to that other country, they will remember that we played together. They will remember we played together. So for me, that is the power of sport. But Mamumanto and MECs, there's economy of sport. I'm very happy that I see KZN, there's an uptake in hosting events. You've got summers, you had this event I spoke about, CAF. But you see, you must look at the value chain of hosting an event. I got few calls yesterday and today. Flights from Johannesburg to Durban, the cheapest is 4,000. So you are an end product of hosting. You must be an enabler of people traveling from everywhere. So you must talk to the airlines. So you must talk to the value chain of hosting an event. It cannot be a 45 minutes flight is 4,000 one way. So whilst I'm commending you as leadership, but I think there are areas you must look at. I want to thank the sponsors, because without them, these tournaments don't only bring about enjoyment of 60,000 people seated at the stadium. I like what happens outside the stadium. Yesterday, I attended an event at the ICC organized by Teachers Organization and Department of Basic Education. You can't believe the excitement about Koko, about Madlala, about what is going to happen outside the stadium. They're not interested about inside the stadium. Like Daisa Magwinya, cold drinks, and so on. But in Ganyakwet, 100 rand a day for me means a lot. These are the people who matter to me a lot. So you take an event to Efananale, we later in the township, not only in the township, the most rural place. The hosting of events, the economy must not only benefit people in the city. So in rural economic development, I'm looking forward to maybe Nala. Njengoyazi ukuthi amabhokobhoko azodlala kwi-finals. Why singenzi i-fan zone la abantu base endaweni bazobukela i-finals la ku? I-support kumasipala nesifundazwe. Sebekhona ke laba abangizwile. Benama-screens amakhulu la because the more we allow people access, we are increasing mass participation in sport. That's why I'm going to be broadcasting and sub-licensing, which is a big problem. We can't allow any sporting code that is watched by only those who can afford. People from Nanda must be able to watch the most sport that we have never had called rowing. At the end, you can end up being a champion. So I really want to thank you because I think we're beginning to see a shift in the role of sport in the country. And I think football is but one of those. And I must emphasize, somebody said here yesterday, there are incidences that worry me as a Minister of Sport. And I think I'm happy when it comes from Mama Umadlala and some more. I think Umniti also made this point. Sport is about tolerance, it's about fairness, it's about knowing each other. It has got all the values. There is no sport that two people win. There's no such a sport. I don't know which there's such a. There's nothing like, maybe it's a draw, but in draw there's no winner. But in a cup or tournament there must be a winner. So we can't ban stadiums. We can't destroy, because this infrastructure we built in 2010 for us to have World Cup. And we're bidding now to host many World Cups. This infrastructure will need it. So tomorrow, of course, I enjoy football. But I want this message to come through Mamu Madlala. Whoever comes to the stadium, in and off the field, we're here to watch and enjoy football. But we must emphasize this thing, there will be a winner at the end. And that winner will be one. It may not be the best, but it's football. I'm happy because one of these teams, or two of these teams, even when you look at women's football, your contribution as these teams to women's football, I mean, when I went to New Zealand, 10 players came from Sundowns, from their women's football. How I wish all PSL clubs can win female or women's club. As we professionalize Banyana, but I think if all the PSL teams can begin to replicate what we see in Sundowns, what we see other teams, it will build more of women's football. Good luck. Congratulations to the winners today. I have nothing to do about what I see as match fixing here. I'm not part of it. I will investigate that. Thank you very much.